So here it is, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2, amazing device. I haven't used this one in a while, and just using it again and doing this video with you guys makes me kind of want to go back and switch to it full time, which might be in my future. But for the sake of this video, let's go ahead and get the comparisons going. Now, I took a few different screenshots so you can see what was going on in a couple different conditions. I've got some before shots, and then we're gonna take some after shots, and we're gonna let you see, is there really any improvement with anything? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at our settings. We're gonna go and find our apps. We're gonna go to the camera, and we're gonna look at our camera build, which is version 11.1.006. So that is our current camera build. This here is a little switcheroo, switching between apps, kind of bouncing around back and forth all over the place. There we go. We've got some Google, got some maps. Pop into the Galaxy store, which wants to be updated, no surprise. Over here, jump into our speed test. All right, moving back and forth. That's really all we have for apps right here. Maybe jump into something Google, jump on a YouTube really quick, see what we got there. That is switching in between apps, looking at the animations, seeing if it's getting any better, if it's improving at all, especially after we do the update. We're gonna flip the camera around, and we are gonna do a little zoomy zoom test right here. And then after the update, we're gonna test it out, and we're gonna see how it does. And we're gonna focus in on that little guy right there. So we only got 10 times zoom, so we really don't have a whole lot to work with. Guess we don't need anything else. Any other settings? I'm kind of disappointed it's only 10 times zoom, so I don't even know if this is going to be any better. The next thing we're going to go ahead and test out is the shutter lag. All right, so come over here. Don't show my clips. Shutter lag. All right, flip it around. All right, and when we talk about shutter lag, we're talking about the time it takes to actually process the image and make it available as compared to when it is actually available. So we're gonna go ahead and switch to a portrait, come in and looking at me, get a little blurry there. Okay, and now this is getting on the photo. Here we go, flip it, scan me the QR reader. So there was the speed that it took to actually load up, takes it right to the website. We're gonna do it again. So look at that. It can literally count the seconds. So 1, 2, so about 2 seconds to pop right up. Maybe 3, maybe even 3. What do you think? 2 or 3? I think it was more like 3. Let's go ahead and come down to software update and make sure that we are on our most latest version, our May 1st security update. So we're going to come over here and we're going to look at that. We're going to do a software update, and we're going to see we are on the latest May install. And this is a different build than on the S21 Ultra, so it seems like they're coming out. This is the Dude, D-U-D-E build, whereas the Ultra was like A-U-U-D or something like that. This is the Dude update. Found it very interesting. Samsung would be super cute and clever if you started naming your updates to something fun. So this says software has been updated May 1st, easy peasy. Next thing we're gonna do is come down here to the apps, and we're gonna find our camera, because there's some new updates. This camera version is 11.1.0031. So the camera build is a little bit better. It's a little different. So we're gonna come over here to the storage, and we are going to clear the cache, and we're going to clear the data, and everything is going to start from fresh so we can have a fresh camera to play with. Next, we're going to come over here and look at the camera, and we have to add back some of our things that we lost before when we cleared the cache. So we're going to add in some portrait, add in dual recording. I don't think I played with that, but I will. And the pro of the video portrait, save. So now we're just going to go ahead and test out the fluidity of switching back and forth between the different cameras. And from what I can tell, it's going pretty good. It's not as quick as I would have hoped. I was hoping it's going pretty good. It takes a moment to do its thing and then it changes. This is dual record. I think that's pretty cool. And then there's more. Seems like a slight upgrade from the previous version, from what I can tell. Another thing that this update promised was it was going to give us quicker app switching. So let's go ahead and pop that open right there. Let's open a couple different socials and see what we have going on there. So there we go. That popped open. We'll open up a little bit of Starbucks. Come over here. We'll come and pop open some Spotify, and then we will come and pop open a little bit of YouTube music. So there we go. This is the apps. They're still kind of loading a little bit slower. We'll go ahead and do that again. So I don't really think and feel that these are opening up. Well, I guess now that I've opened them once, they're opening a little bit quicker before. But if it's an app that hadn't been used in a while, which is just about all of them, because I haven't used this device in some time, then it's kind of all opening up a little bit slower. So you can go ahead and see that speed test was a little slower. Now we're going to come back over here and open up Spotify again, and it pops right open. So having this stuff open in your RAM definitely makes a big difference. So I don't know if that really is an enhancement from the last update, but I would probably have to disagree. You're seeing the side by side just like me. Head down to the comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think the apps are opening up a little bit quicker, or nothing's really changed? All right, so now we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of Zoomy zoom action and see. Looks like we are still limited to 10 times zoom. And it does look like, I don't know, that's pretty clear. I think maybe the zoom image is looking a little bit better than what it used to. Head down to the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this zoom is any better? Is it any worse? It's only 10 times. It's nothing impressive at all. This is not like that phenomenal zoom that we get on the S21 Ultra, or even that great zoom that we get on the Galaxy Note 20. Little disappointing, but this is more of a powerhouse productivity device and not necessarily geared more towards content creating, even though they like you to think that it is. I'm here to tell you right now that this is more of a productivity device than it is a content creating device. Now that we played with the zoom a little bit, let's check out the shutter lag and see if this is improved at all, because that was one of the complaints. All right, so let's go ahead and take some photos and see how that shutter lag is actually comparing. So boom, boom. It feels like it's pretty close to the same, like not really much has changed on it. Let's activate a little bit of some portrait goodness, shall we? So let's flip that around. So, oh, they added some features. They've got the backdrop. So this is pretty cool. I don't remember this backdrop being there before, and I really like it because this is great for making thumbnails for YouTube. This is how we do it. Color point is one of my favorite ones. I really like this one. The intensity is not even all the way up, so I really like that. Turn it down a little bit. I don't know, we were looking at the shutter speed and I kind of got mesmerized by all of the portrait modes that it has. And the last thing we're gonna go ahead and do today and have some fun is we're gonna play with the QR code reader. So here we're gonna scan the QR code and see. Now, before it took about 2 to 3 seconds for it to pop up. Let's see what it's gonna do now. That was pretty quick. And it takes it right to the YouTube channel inside the YouTube app. Go Android. Apple doesn't do that. Try it again. Crazy fast. Crazy fast. That was really good. I am really impressed with that QR code reader. In a world of social distancing and restaurants not giving you menus that they have to wipe down and clean and redistribute several times a day, they have QR codes on the table when you walk in the door all over the place. I personally think this is great. It allows me to QR code my menu, see what they have, not actually worry about touching everything else, other people's germs. I'm a fan of the QR code. And I think the fact that Samsung took a moment and enhanced the speed of the QR code tells us that they know that it's important to me and to you. Guys, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, head down to the comments and tell me what you think, what kind of videos you want to see out of me. And if you really like my content, which I hope you do, because I like making my content for you, share my content with your friends and family on social media. Till next time, for the love of tech, namaste.